Hey everybody, Joy here. Good morning from Kingston, Oklahoma. It is 10:30 on the dot, October 18. Yeah, and I'm going to be here a couple more days before I go back to my Edmond house. So I've been working on projects, as you know. One of the projects, if y'all recall from my last video, was having AT&T come out here and fix our internet, because it took 3.5 days last time to try to upload a video like I'm making you right now. And so I called him and they came out, and he was here for 4 hours. I think I told you all that. Well, turns out it's worse than it was before. I haven't even called him back. So if I can't get this to upload tonight and tomorrow, I'll just take it with me to Edmond and send it to you from there. In Edmond, it takes 10 minutes for me to upload one of my videos. Down here, it is such a major hassle that I just don't even hardly make videos down here anymore. So anyway, that's why you're not hearing from me very much, for those of you who care. And also, I wanted to tell you about the paint. One of you asked me about the paint. Said, where did you get that paint and what color is it? Well, I can't tell you right now what color it is, but I can tell you I got it at Lowe's. And if you go to Lowe's, and in our paint section, it was the color chips that are over on the left. And there was like 3 colors on a card. And you can just go through the colors there. I think it's called Starlit, but that isn't going to help you find it. I mean, you're still going to have to pull cards and pull cards and pull cards and see which one says Starlit. So that's about the best I can do for you on the paint color. And we really love it. It turned out to be really nice. Actually, it would have been better for me if it had been more of a blue because of my quilts. Most of my quilts have blues, but whatever, we'll deal with it. So, another thing I wanted to tell you about is my latest ailment. My doctor called. I have a really nice lady doctor. Her name, we call her Dr. Shannon, and she's my doctor and Jerry's doctor, so they always call us the Bernhardts, and we always go at the same time. So I have had this ailment lately, and unbeknownst to me, my friend Philly had it one time, and she knew all about it and knew how to fix it, but I never had mentioned it to her, so I didn't know. But what happens is, if I've been sitting in a chair or a recliner or a glider, or if I get out of bed in the morning, I can hardly walk. My heels hurt so bad, and pains just shoot up my leg. And I couldn't figure out what was wrong. You know, I've had these varicose vein issues for years, and I thought, oh my God, I'm not getting any circulation. My feet are going to drop off any minute. So they ask you, it was our yearly checkup for Medicare. And so they ask you all these 50,000 questions, and one of them was, do you have any new ailments? And I said, yes I do. So I told the doctor about it. She immediately said, oh, that's plantar fasciitis, I think she called it. Plantar fasciitis. And what it is when you get old, how many times have I heard, since I was 25, it's your age, it's your age, it's your age. So anyway, when you get old, evidently your arches fall. And I have a really high arch. I have an arch, and I know this because I went to buy snow ski boots one time, 1,000 years ago, when Jerry and I went skiing with some friends, and I hated it. But anyway, I had to get some boots, and they couldn't find any boots that would fit me. And so they measured my arch, and they said, you have a man size 9.5 arch. So I have to put arch supports in all of my shoes. And so she said, your arches fall. And I thought, fall? I said, I have to put arch supports in all my shoes. I have really high arches. But anyway, evidently, and look it up. If any of you have this pain, Google it. Plantar, P-L-A-N-T-A-R, fasciitis, F-A-C-I-I-T-I-S. I think that's it. It'll come up if you put that in there. And it shows you a picture of a foot, and it shows you the muscle that goes from your heel to the front of your foot, and it shows how when you stand on it, it pulls and it causes severe pain in your heels. So, all of that to tell you, there is a super simple solution. You can't go barefoot. And I love to go barefoot. I'm up and down the stairs barefoot. I'm in here quilting barefoot. I sew barefoot. I go outside barefoot. I do everything barefoot. So who knew? And I have hard floors. I have wood floors in this room. I have hard tile floors, a lot of them downstairs. And so I guess hard tile floors aren't good either. But all you have to do to fix the problem is wear your shoes. And I buy these expensive, they're flip-flops, but they're expensive. And I don't know if you can see it, but it has a very high arch support. Can you tell? It has a high arch support. Let me see if I can show you over here. I bet you can see it. See how high the arch support is on that side, and over here it's low. So I already paid, these are like $75 for these silly flip-flops, and I have them in every color, and they have a perfect arch for my foot. So all I did was I started to wear these all day long instead of going barefoot. No more pain. So who knew? Amazing, huh? And then of course you can stretch your foot. You can take your foot and you can like take your toes and you can like pull them back towards your knee like that. And that helps stretch it so it doesn't hurt, okay? So other than that, update duty. I have finished all but 4 blocks on my Adita Silatar. Adita Silatar. Adita Sitar seasonal quilt. Has 12 blocks, 1 for each month. And I have them all done but 4, so I'm real excited about that. And since we're going to our other house Saturday, I definitely am going to get this quilt done and binded. So I have to go pretty quick and get that done. And I wanted to tell you all, when you guys send me a comment, I get a lot of new people, and the new people somehow find my old videos, and then they'll comment and they'll ask me something, and I'll say, what the heck are they talking about? And so I will click on the comment. It will take me back to the video that they're talking about. So some girl asked me a question the other day. I can't remember what the question was. But anyway, it was the weekend that Philly and I had gone to a quilt show. A sewing quilt show in Arlington, I think it was. No, it was Fort Worth. We went into Fort Worth, and I did a video on it, and it's a real cute one. But I started watching it because I thought, oh my gosh, what did we do that weekend? You know, because you forget that was 6 years ago. And in the video, I'm on one side of my table in here, and Philly's on the other side, and we're showing you all the things we bought at this show. Oh my gosh, I bet I bought 6 or 8 pieces of fabric, and I hold them up and I show them to you, and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that. Wonder what I did with that piece of fabric. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is really pretty. I wonder what I did with that piece of fabric. And I couldn't find any of them. I hadn't made any of them. And you know, I went through my room here, and I chopped up those core boards, and I wrapped, I thought, all of my fabric on those core boards and filed them in bookcases. Well, it turns out I missed some. I told Philly I have got to go upstairs and figure out what I did with that fabric. So hold on a second. I'm going to show you what I did with that fabric. I'll be right back. Ta-da! This is how I used to keep my fabric, you guys. I used to buy these big Sterilite boxes. There's another one right there. See that one right there? It says Batiks. And I'm making a butterfly quilt out of that box of Batiks. So that is okay. But I found this box under the table, and it says knits. And guess what it's full of? All that material I bought that weekend. Let me do close-ups. It's really beautiful knit. It was from a store in Dallas or Fort Worth, one. I mentioned the name of it in the video, but I don't remember what it is now. But isn't this fun knit? Look at this one, has sparkles. Can y'all see the sparkles in this? It is so pretty. And then the pink and the jelly beans and this red. I didn't buy this whole box there, but everything I bought there is in this box. And ooh, howdy. Look at that one, y'all. And it has sparkles on it. Oh, how pretty, how pretty, how pretty. Anyway, I will be taking all this fabric and putting it on boards and putting it with the rest of my knits. So that's a huge job I've got for me. But to start with, I'm going to finish this quilt right here. Okay, as you can see, it's still on my long arm. And this is not involving my computer at all. I'm doing this all myself except for the borders and the sashings, which I already did. Okay, so I've got, let me see, this is September, October, November, December, which I want to get all done today. And so far, it's taken me 2 or 3 hours per block. So here's, what's this one? September. So this would be August. August is done. Let me see if I can back this off some. Oh, I can. Okay, so this is August. I'm having to hold the camera a funny way, guys. So what's the month before August? July. There's a flag. Yeah. You got to have a flag for 4th of July. And then, so this would be June. Watermelon for June. And then this would be May with a bicycle. So that row is done. And I got to get busy on this bottom row. Okay, guys. Oh, I hate that word. I'm not calling you guys anymore. I have been watching this girl cook. I think her name is Gina. And she's this pretty black lady. And she's young. She's way young. She's probably 20. And maybe a little older because she has some kids. But anyway, she has this cooking channel. And she cooks. And oh my gosh, she uses tons of spices in what she makes. But she's always saying, okay guys, okay guys, okay guys. Driving me crazy. And listen to me now, I'm saying it. Anyway, I noticed that you could see this quilt back here in the camera. So let me show you what that quilt is, because I know a lot of you probably never saw it. This is kind of a funny quilt. I don't know who these people are, but there's some comic strip. Can you see? Back up, Joy. See? I did this years ago, and it's just a silly little quilt. It says, whoever this guy is, there's a fine line between hobby and mental illness, the man says to his wife, as she's surrounded with 1,000 boxes of fabric. And this next one says, looks like pointless human behavior to me, the cat says to himself. And this one in the corner, I won't read them all to you. What does it say? Oh, that was the second one. This one says, my soul is fed with needle and thread. And the wife says to the husband in the fabric store, which I try to never take my husband with me to the fabric store. Yes, but look at how much I'm leaving behind. Can you see that one? So anyway, this is just a fun one that I did years ago. And I just put it on my chair to keep my legs warm because the air conditioner blows on me. So anyway, I have to go, you guys. I got to finish this quilt. And I started the cutest little Christmas presents. I never know what to do for Christmas. Never know. And I got this email one day that had a sale on these things. And I went, oh my gosh, what a great idea. So I bought the things on sale and I've been making them. And so I'm real excited about that. But I can't show you that till after Christmas. So bye for now.